What's going on, everyone? So, the Lakers are on a terrible losing streak. They are currently under 500 at 17 and 18, and they are teetering on falling out of the play-in entirely. Now, it's still early enough in the season. You still have plenty of games to where you can turn it around. You can figure things out. But the Lakers appear to be a sinking ship, and they are sinking fast. And it's just crazy. Like a month ago, 5 games over 500, win the in-season tournament. Things are looking better than they've ever been in a long time. And it's just like, all right, we're in great shape, and the Lakers they can't win games. They've just been terrible. LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I know LeBron had a bad Heat game, but for the most part, LeBron James and Anthony Davis have been the best that they've been in years, and we can't win basketball games, literally. No one else is showing up with consistency and regularity. Like, guys seem just completely disinterested almost all season. You now have Darvin Ham supposedly on the hot seat. I still don't buy that. I still don't personally think that they fire Darvin Ham unless things just go awful. Like, Lakers lose their next 5 or 6 games, right? But even if they do, it's like, then what? Right? You probably get the little, new coach bump, and, maybe that gets you back to 500 or whatever, a couple games over 500. But then what happens with the players, right? Okay, well, the trade deadline's coming up, right? Lakers make a couple key trades, they could be right there. But the fact that this is even something that is happening at this point shouldn't even have been a conversation when you're looking at the offseason they had. Right? Like, say what you want. Hindsight is always 20/20, but you have talent on this roster, undoubtedly. You have multiple guys that should be able to go give you 15 to 20 on any given night. Don't get me wrong, coaching's been bad. Utilization is something that's driving me crazy. The way that Darvin Ham utilizes guys, rotations, it's hard for guys to find a real rhythm. Darvin Ham has been terrible. Don't get me wrong. He's been very bad as a head coach. And, we're going to see and find out a lot, I think, over these next, 5 so games. Because I think, one, you're going to see if the players really are bought into Darvin Ham. And if Darvin Ham has lost this team entirely. I don't think he's lost them entirely. I think it's starting to boil that way. But I still think, okay, let's show up. But you'll be able to tell rather quickly. They're playing a Memphis Grizzlies team who the Lakers should beat. But Memphis is desperate, right? They don't want to miss the playoffs. Ja's back, right? They're 5.5 games away from the Lakers. So they could use this game because that'd give them a full game up on the Lakers. And they need to win as many games as possible. Grizzlies are coming off of a loss, right? They don't want to go on a losing streak. They can't afford it because they're 12 games out of 500. So you're going to have a desperate Grizzlies team that is going to be actively doing everything they can. Ja Morant is going to be doing Ja Morant things. And the Lakers, if they come out and they're just not really there, they're just kind of bodies on a court. I also am going to definitely be looking at LeBron's body language too. Because I really think we're going to have a good idea in this Memphis game of where Laker players stand with Darvin Ham. Because you see it. See it all the time with coaching, right? Coach loses the team, and they just stop playing for him. And they just say, all right, here's our statement. Get him out of here, or this is the production. This is the product you're going to see on a regular basis. Now, I think LeBron James and Anthony Davis will show up. I think they will play because, they're LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They also care about their individual accolades and stuff like that, too. They're chasing history in various forms. But the other guys, right? How do they show up? How do they look? What does the locker room feel like? The Lakers are at a real, just pivotal crossroad here, right? They really are. Because they lose this game, because they're on this homestand, right? So you should be trying to start winning some games here, right? But you play the Grizzlies. If you lose to the Grizzlies, you got the Clippers up next. Clippers have been playing excellent basketball. They've had your number the last few years. I mean, you lose to the Grizzlies, that's a 4-game losing streak. Now you're 2 games under 500. You lose to the Clippers, now that's a, 5-game losing streak, or 3 games under 500. And then you have the Raptors, who just got a new trade, who have been undefeated since the trade, which, I still think the Lakers should beat the Raptors, but you never know. And then you got the Phoenix Suns that you've beaten 3 times, that you don't think are going to want to get revenge eventually. I mean, the Lakers could, the way that they're playing right now, I don't think that they beat the Grizzlies, the Clippers, the Raptors, the Suns. I do think that they could beat the Jazz. But then you follow that up with the Thunder, the Mavericks, which I don't think that they could beat those 2 teams the way that they're playing right now. The Nets, you could probably beat. The Blazers, you could probably beat. Then you play the Clippers again. Don't think that can happen. Then the Bulls, which I think you could probably beat. But then the desperate Warriors on the road. The Rockets, who have beaten you before and smacked you. And then Atlanta, I think they could beat. So, I mean, the way that the Lakers are playing right now, I see maybe 5 games out of their next 14 that they could realistically win the way that they're playing right now. Again, that's the way that they're playing. Can they play the way we know that they're capable of playing and rattle off some games? Yes. We've seen the Lakers play Laker brand of basketball. They play that brand of basketball. I mean, I can see the Lakers winning 10 out of their next 14. But it's just, that's the problem. One, all season, you don't know which Laker team is going to show up, which is a problem, right? But I also think that, and I wouldn't be shocked if we see the Lakers just kind of quit on Darvin Ham and send that message to the front office, right? Of you need to change this up. But that could also be hugely detrimental to the Lakers, because it's how long does that happen? How long do you keep taking these L's? Do you get 5, 6 games under 500? Now you're out of the play-in. Now you're in a situation like you were last year where you got to start rattling off some games here, especially down the stretch. And the Lakers have a grueling schedule towards the end of the season. Grueling schedule. I mean, from the end of March to the end of April, you got the Bucks, the Grizzlies, the Pacers, the Nets, the Raptors, the Wizards, the Cavs, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans. All teams that, other than the Wizards, all teams that could be vying for playoff positions and seedings. And I mean, if you go beyond the Bucks, right? So, I mean, that month of March is ridiculous. So March, you have the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Kings, the Bucks, the Timberwolves, the Kings, the Warriors, the Hawks, the Sixers, the Pacers, the Bucks, the Grizzlies, the Pacers, the Nets. The month of March, the way the Lakers are playing right now, they might not win a game in the month of March. Seriously. I mean, your first 6 games or whatever in March are the Nuggets, the Thunder, the Kings, the Bucks, the Timberwolves, the Kings again. That's ridiculous. This January is supposed to be the month where they gain some ground here. January was supposed to be the month where they turn things around. January is supposed to be the month where it's you got this great homestand. You've had all these road miles and you've been doing this, that, and the other. Here's your chance. Here's your opportunity. Let's go. Let's get it. Right? This is the moment where you turn it all around. Do the hokey pokey. Right? And it's just, I mean, it's only been 1 game in January, but they need to turn it around sooner rather than later. Because you lose to the Grizzlies, now you lose to the Clippers, now go in the complete opposite direction. But I get it. It's from a player standpoint, at some point you got to make a statement, right? But at what cost is the question. Tough spot to be in if you're the Lakers. But the Lakers win some games, right? I want to see the Lakers right the ship. They should not be a play-in team. I understand you're as good as your record, but this team is much better than being under 500. They are. They're better than being under 500. They just, need to get it together. They need to figure out how to right this ship one way or another. Darvin Ham needs to be better, at least momentarily. Whether he gets fired or he stays or whatever ends up happening with him, the Lakers need him to be better, right? Guys got to play better. It can't just all be LeBron James and Anthony Davis. When LeBron and AD are basically accounting for half your points, assists, and rebounds on a nightly basis, you're not winning very many games that way. Lakers are playing 2-on-5 more times than not. But look, I still believe in this team. I still trust this team. All right, I expect them to make some trades and make some moves and do whatever, whether it's Levine or some other pieces, whatever. Right? The Lakers will do what they have to do to right the ship. They always seem to do it. Did it last year. Expect them to do it again this year. But anyway, again, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What do you think ends up happening? Do you think the Lakers are just dead on the water? Do you think that they right the ship? Do you think that they fire Darvin Ham? Do you think that they keep him? However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate you all. See you in the next one. Thank you.